Hello everyone, my name is Ashley Rose Johnson, and in this presentation, we will be visualizing hypothesis testing. Our agenda includes visualizing hypothesis to test mean, visualizing hypothesis to compare two groups, visualizing hypothesis to compare process efficiency, visualizing hypothesis to test correlation among two datasets, takeaways from the presentation, and any questions you may have. Visualization number 1, test for a mean. Here we are looking at the comparison of the probability of defect by the number of defective widgets out of 100. This red line is known as a bell curve. The highest point of a bell curve is recognized as the mean. Looking at this graph, we can determine that the mean of the graph is 0. Research question. On average, are the widgets from Acme Widget Company defect-free? Null hypothesis. On average, the widgets from Acme Widget Company are not defect-free. Alternative hypothesis. On average, the widgets from Acme Widget Company are defect-free. From the graph, we're able to determine that on average, the widgets are defect-free, therefore, we can reject the null hypothesis. Visualization number 2, comparing two groups. In this graph, we are comparing the number of home runs by the fraction of team that are home run hitters. From the graph, we can see that there are two different bell curves representing red for the minor league and blue for the major league. Our research question: does the average major league team have more home run hitters than its corresponding minor league team? Null hypothesis. The average major league team has an equal amount of home run hitters than its corresponding minor league team. Alternative hypothesis. The major league team has a different amount of home run hitters than its corresponding minor league team. From the graph, we can see that the major league team does have a higher number of home run hitters. Therefore, there is a difference between the major league and minor league. We can now reject the null hypothesis. Visualization number 3, efficiency comparison. In this graph, we are comparing the red group and the blue group. As you can see, the red group has a mean of 30, while the blue group has a mean of 50. Research question. The efficiency curves of the red and blue teams were recorded. Do the teams have equal mean efficiencies? Null hypothesis. The red and blue teams have equal mean efficiencies. Alternative hypothesis. The red and blue teams do not have equal mean efficiencies. As you can see from both the red team and the blue team, they do not have equal mean efficiencies. Therefore, we can reject the null hypothesis. Our final visualization is visualization number 4, correlational test. A German study tested how larger industrial use vans utilized gasoline. One of their analyses plotted miles per gallon versus the weight of the various vans in the study. After plotting the data on a scatter plot, the researchers performed a correlational test and found a significant correlation. However, they forgot to state their hypothesis test in their published paper. In the scatter plot, we are comparing the height by miles per US gallon. Important question. What were the study's null and alternative hypotheses? Null hypothesis. There is no correlation between the weight of the vans and the amount of miles per US gallon. Alternative hypothesis. There is a correlation between the weight of the vans and the amount of miles per US gallon. As the weight of the van increases, the miles per gallon decreases. Therefore, there is a correlation. As one increases, the other decreases. Here are a few important takeaways from the presentation. When creating hypothesis tests, in order to be credible, a hypothesis must have the ability to be tested. The null hypothesis states that there is little to no difference between the population and the result. The null is set up to be rejected. The alternate hypothesis is the complete opposite of the null. The alternate states a major difference between population and result. Using visualizations. Using visualizations will assist and stimulate the creation of research questions and hypothesis testing, i.e. graphs. Visualization allows for a clear comparison of the null and alternate hypothesis. Thank you all for watching, and if anybody has any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you.